whoever thinks he is important at whatever level, let him use his influence to make sure that he consolidates, the coming together of Nigeria at whatever level to make sure that we help achieve the three identified manifesto speeches that APC preached throughout the country: security, economy, employment, professionalism, and killing corruption. Because before I said it, so many people have said that if we don't kill corruption in Nigeria, corruption will kill us. And very, very important. And I hope this group that represents Nigeria to please, at whatever level, make sure that we impose the strengths on leadership across the spectrum of the society to make sure that people that move forward are people that are to move forward in the society.
Welcome back to Sunrise Daily. Well, the president there having a meeting with leaders of the APC, where that's where you get several of those quotes on the front pages of the papers today. We'll go into that in a moment. Let me introduce our guest. We're joined by Mr. Segun Shomi, who is a member of the PDP, directed several campaign councils for the PDP as well. So he's here to speak to us on this matter. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Yes, good morning, yes, good morning, Channel. Good morning, crew.
Well, the president, the APC, several leaders there also talking about the fact that, look, yes, we've had some rocky times, but the mess, that's the word they used, that the PDP created cannot be cleaned in 30 months. That's their exact words. And they've talked about how they met, what they found in the Treasury, not complimentary, and they've been going on about it. And some use the phraseology that the PDP almost, if I some say, ran the country aground.
Okay, thank you very much. You see, I've always maintained that the APC, the greatest challenge that they have is that they don't know how to be in opposition, and it appears that they don't even know how to be in the ruling party. It is irresponsible for anybody who desires to be in charge of a nation, knowing fully well that a nation is a continuous entity. One government leaves, another government takes over, to just come in there and start yapping up. If they had had about maybe 16 years to get themselves ready to come into the presidency, it is totally criminal to come in there and begin to use such hard phrases. Let me bring it home. Yeah, they keep changing their names. Well, the same set of people have been in the democracy since 1999. We've had the opportunity of running government at the national level for 16 years, and they have been trying to come into the national for 16 years. And now they get 3 full months of being in government, and what are they doing? First of all, they start to make pronouncement that is not consistent with common sense. If the country had been run to the ground, why is the country still standing? They start to say things like the treasury is empty. If the treasury is empty, how come they're able to do FAC and pay the money that is due to the states and local government for 3 months?
New bills being paid. I mean, remember the NLNG, several payments.
They have not even appointed ministers, and yet there's been improvement in many of the metrics in the country. People are led to the fact that there's improvement in power. What have they done new? What infrastructure have they put in? What investment? So what I'm saying in essence is that it is consistent with the way they behave. They do not understand what it means to be in opposition. When they were in opposition, they were particularly rude. They used languages that were not complimentary. It didn't matter to them that the sitting president should be respected. Now they are in government. They are still acting with the mentality of opposition. So in the real sense of the word, normally there's a standard 100 days that you expect anybody that comes into government anywhere in the world to stabilize. And that 100 days is almost over. And what are they still saying? They are referring to PDP did this, Jonathan did that. Hey, you went to the electorate to ask to be voted in. You knew you were going to take over power from PDP and from Jonathan. Get real. It's time now to go and get the job done. And we have always suspected that that organization has only 2 good players. The first one being Major General Muhammadu Buhari, the president, who we think over the years has been able to build a reputation for himself as being disciplined. And of course, the vice president, who we know is erudite, academic, very, very thorough, understands what is required in terms of the criminal justice system.
That's a good leadership.
That's 2.
good leadership.
Every other thing down the line is just a joke. If you say that APC is such a good party now, are you going to say that whatever it is that they've done with the leadership of the House of Assembly, their Senate and the Rep makes sense?
No, but
why did it happen? It happened because, again, they converted themselves into a platform for seeking election before becoming a party.
Let me start from the two you mentioned.
Therefore, I'll give you a second. Therefore, you see that the people that were in PDP 2-3 years ago have suddenly gone into APC.
We'll look at that part in a minute.
It's a mess.
But the thing is, the two you mentioned,
yes,
president and the vice president.
Yes.
Now that's the leadership of the party.
That's the leadership
of the visible of the country as well.
Thank you.
So, but of course, yes, they're also from the party. Doesn't that then say that, look, having those two good heads means that it's only a matter of time before that trickles down, and then they show direction and leadership, and everything else just falls.
Similarly, you are asking us to invest and give them what they never gave us. You are asking us to act in an empathic manner with the government when from day one they never did. Let me tell you something.
You have 16 years.
Let me tell you what you need to know.
16.
Major General Muhammadu Buhari, president, and I doff my hat for him because he's the president, we will not behave the way they behave, had 3 or 4 occasions to contest elections in this country against the PDP. For every election he contested, except the one he won, it was difficult for him to accept the result. And suddenly, the only one that he won, suddenly Nigeria is such a good nation, the electoral process is working. Look, hypocrisy is at the heart of what they do. But be that as it may, we have taken a position that we will teach them how to be in opposition by using guarded language, by speaking to the issues, not calling a president brainless, not acting in a manner that we don't understand that the work of presidency is difficult, and not separating the party from the government. And that's what we're trying to do for them, so that the Lai Mohammeds of this world can learn how to be spokesperson of political parties in opposition.
Mr. Sherwin, would you say that the 16 years that the PDP has been leading Nigeria have been fruitful years?
Let me tell you some of the things that we can call easy gains, the low-hanging fruits. In 1999, you must realize that the country was at a point where there was practically no country. Olusegun Obasanjo, president, Federal Republic of Nigeria, PDP candidate. What did he do first? He stabilized the country for us. That's a gain. The level of commercial activities in the country was so low. At that time, you remember phrases like Bemuaremu, just to get the civil service and the entire nation working again. Remember also that we got Nigeria debt forgiveness under our regime as PDP.